with the wheelhouse, baby. All right. If you haven't been on the channel, my name is Chris, and welcome to the wheelhouse. So yesterday was as anticipated. I gave you a pre-warning of how it would work and what to look out for, and kind of been trying to do that every single day for you, letting you know, since September I've been saying, hey, we're kind of coming to a top. Hey, this looks a little shaky. Well, I'm going to give you a little different take on some things today, because now I want you guys to start thinking about your long-term conviction plays. There's a few that I like. I'll tell you what they are. And I miss them because I usually have stocks for a long hold. That's like normally what I do. But I am a cutthroat ninja, and I'm experienced and non-emotional, and I know when to take my profit, and I know when it gets turbulent to roll the volatility up and down and make money that way. And then when it settles down, I get to this stage, which I'm going to share with you, where I kind of put together some of my high convictions that I like, and I pick my spots and pick my companies, and I base those on not just technicals but fundamentals and things like that, and just safety, and there's just ones that I particularly like, and a lot of people like these particular ones too. But I'm probably going to get myself some Google. I'm probably going to get myself some Microsoft. I always have Apple, Tesla, that's for sure. Probably maybe a little bit of Facebook, maybe some Netflix. It's kind of tech heavy, but also when things get crazy and they consolidate back to the bigger ones, they'll consolidate back to those. So you have that safety as well, and they're not going to go bankrupt. But then you got to have some other stuff, right? So I like Johnson & Johnson, I like Home Depot, a good financial stability play, maybe JP Morgan or Goldman. Obviously, the best way to do it, I've already had this watch list made forever because it was like my retirement list, but I basically pick 3 from each sector, and then pick like 1 from each industry group and put that on a watch list, and then you can kind of rotate them, throughout the year. And stuff that goes down 30, 40, 50% that now is in line with a value compression, like a lower PE, and the market stabilizes and everything looks pretty good, and you go ahead and you snap up some Amazon or some Google or some Microsoft at low levels. Like, it's kind of a no-brainer. I mean, you're in it to invest and make money, and you're getting a good deal compared to what it cost a month or 2 ago, right? So don't buy anything quite yet. I'm not saying that. I'm saying start thinking about what it is that you would want, because, it might just be a matter of time. Now, I told you in yesterday's video that the market is never going to be happy. It's going to be fussy, and it's going to be on edge until the market understands how many rate hikes. Is there a half point or a quarter point? Are they speeding it up? What's going on with the economy? Well, we did get some answers today. Now, JPOW really mentioned multiple times that we have a strong economy. And I'll tell you straight up right now, if that's true, and our economy is really strong, and everything is pumping on all cylinders, our GDP is okay, we're growing, and people are going back to work, spending money, hopefully not too much, but everything is kind of clicking and working. If it's true that our country is, we're growing, and it's not slowing growth, well, there's no recession if that's going to happen, because that's what causes recessions. Recessions are basically like a combination of, it's mainly slowing growth is what it is for a couple quarters, but that slowing growth pertains to a bunch of things, such as your GDP, and that can have a subset with the supply chain shortages, and import and export, and then what's the unemployment rate? There's, or do we have high inflation? So we have a solution for high inflation. There was a solution for people going back to work. They're saying that people are going back to work everywhere I go. In fact, I had a phone call, and I can't talk too much about this, but I had a phone call from a prop trading firm yesterday, and I knew the guy, and he was for a while, and he had this business, and I can't get too into it, but he had this business, and he said to me, yeah, man, it's been crazy. Like I lost, I can't remember the number, but it was a big number because it's a national company, and the number was I don't know if it's 8,000 or 80,000. I can't remember. There's a lot of people in the field like that he doesn't have. He can't get enough people to like handle the business. It's a big business, obviously. So, and everybody else I know that owns a business is having problems getting employees, and their businesses are not failing because they can't get work. Their businesses aren't failing because they don't want to do the work. Their businesses are failing and struggling because they can't get workers. Like I have a buddy that he owns an epoxy flooring company, and he almost lost his business, even though he had a ton of work. He almost lost his business recently because he couldn't get employees to like do the job, learn it, and then be like consistent. Finally, he got a father and son that's helping him, and that's working out good, I guess, last time I talked to him. But I have another guy. He owns it's another big national company. It's on billboards all the time, but I won't get too into it. But it's a huge company, and they're having that problem too. Then I have a homegirl that works at a casino, and like every single dealer and every bartender and every server and every chip runner, they either have COVID or the manager can't get enough people in there because of either people are getting sick or people just don't want to work. So I get really concerned, if we have slowing growth because then we could have a couple quarters, bad quarters, and I know China's going to have problems. We got this war, and all this stuff. So if JPOW is really truly saying like we got a strong economy, I'll tell you right now, there's not really going to be a recession, but there is going to be turbulence in the stock market. The recession really is going to come from slowing growth. Okay, remember how I told you like it's all about the economy. It truly moves the market up or down, good or bad. That's true. That's how it works. You got to understand you want to understand the stock market. You got to understand the economy. So if he's saying our economy is it's doing okay. Maybe it's not like the young guy jogging around the track. Maybe he's he's got a cigar and a beer and he's watching from the sidelines. But his heart's still beating. That'll work. That'll work for right now. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take that guy. You're on the team. So that team is the United States, by the way. Just chilling and as long as it's not like, on the track, with like, a heart attack or something, then I'd be worried. But yeah, so, yesterday I gave you some pretty savage trading tips. Hopefully you guys, kind of took that to heart. Like, I don't have to do that. I don't have to like give you guys, these kind of tactics and skills and I'm sure like other big traders, if they see that and they actually sit and watch through the whole thing, they're going to be like, dude, how come we didn't do that? How come we never thought of that? I think out of the box. The stuff I gave you is like real deal Holyfield. I made 75 or 80 grand in that violent run. I barely got out alive. It was like, I almost ran it when it ran up. And then I was like, whoa, hold on. Let's just wait. Let's just wait and see. Let's make sure we get enough momentum. And I had a condition I was waiting on. And everything was moving kind of the same, but it was violent and extreme, like I said. I jumped in, and then right after I jumped in, everything went up. I started making money fast. And it just got weird, like really fast. And I was like, sell, gone. And then I sat back, and then he started doing questions, and And some of the questions, that's a couple things. I picked up on a couple things when he was talking. He said specific things that kind of led me to believe that, how do I say this? Well, basically, he said certain things, like he said like words like uncertain and uncertainty, and he just certain little things in there that will definitely get a stock market frantic. So then I knew to just push heavy on those triple leverage bears, and I went over to the watch list and they were all green. I was like, oh man, this shit's coming down. So I just hit a bunch of them, and I pushed really heavy on those, and that's how I made all that money. I actually only picked like 3 of them, but I did size up like massive, and I was only in for a short amount of time. But then I got scared. I was like, oh my god, is this gonna like go the other way on me real quick? So I got out about 30 minutes 30 minutes before the market closed, and which ended up being pretty smart. And then I did that other thing I was trying to teach you, how you have the watch list with what's going to pop off in earnings. And, I saw Intel, and then there's Tesla. And I literally bought 100 shares, and it's either buy or sell. And you put in an aftermarket and limit order, and the earnings came out great, by the way. The free cash flow is like sick. It's like a double, like really good. Tesla's bad. Tesla's so sick. You gotta have Tesla. Like, I can't wait to be getting my longs again. I'm like jonesing for all these, but I want to just be able to chill, a little bit, not be like I'm at a point I'm up and I'm like, maybe I should just like go snowboarding for a week or something, or just go somewhere. But then my girl's got COVID. She got a rapid home test, and like I couldn't even sleep in my room last night. So I'm exhausted, and I just need a break myself. And I'm probably gonna get it, to be straight up. I mean, it's maybe my last video, guys. I'm just kidding. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, this stuff just keeps going around and around. It's ridiculous. But yeah, so look, I don't think we're gonna have a recession if the economy is going well. Right now they're keeping the rates at 0. They left 30 billion off the taper, which I thought, I don't know, whatever. I thought maybe they had it done, but I guess they still have a little ways to go. So they're gonna be, still kind of feeding the inflation pig and printing more money and getting that dealt with. And then, JPOW kind of alluded to things, but he didn't give concrete, he didn't give me a lot of the like definitive answers I was looking for. I got some, I did not get all. Therefore, I am part of the consensus with the rest of the market, and that left me feeling uncertain, and I'm sure that's going to leave others feeling uncertain. So I would expect that there will still be some volatility. However, you guys got to work on a watch list. I like the Amazon, the Google, Facebook, Netflix, Microsoft, Apple, Tesla, my go-tos, Home Depot, Johnson & Johnson, my go-tos. And then, of course, I'm going to pick like some small caps. And, of course, I'm going to pick, some different stuff. But NVIDIA, AMD, those ones I like a lot. But yeah, like, it's probably not going to be like, a crazy year. The most money that's going to come out of this year is probably going to be for traders, straight up. Also, it is possible that we're going to go, down a little more, but then sideways too. And then I wanted to give you some positive news. I wanted to give you some positive news. So I actually picked up on some things in the charts that I have not seen for a while. There's this one specific particular thing that I look for. And if that happens with a sequence of other things, it's a very, very bullish sign. Well, guess what? The Dow got it. Guess what else got it? Tesla got it. Microsoft got it. I think NVIDIA got it. So this is really good. This means to me like we need to be working on that watch list, because you never know. We could be sitting here like all bearish and the charts are saying it's coming down and all this stuff, and then all it takes is some retail buyers to start buying some calls, and some institutions to start buy and hold, and some value investors stabilizing sectors, and some traders to amplify and expand volume, and next thing you know, we have momentum, and momentum gets the whole party started. So, crazier things have happened. I could see this thing, just people be like, all right, so we got 3-4 rate hikes. One of them might be a half point. They're going to start that in March, and by the time we get to summer, they're going to be offloading their balance sheet. I mean, that's the thing, is like, he gave us some guidance on what they're going to do, but I didn't feel like I got the definitive clarity of what I was looking for. But I'll tell you what, we have to tighten. We should have tightened a while ago, quite frankly. And I know it sucks because I'm in the market with you. But like, guys, we cannot. I just bought 2 pizzas. My girl's sick upstairs and she's like starving. She can't get out of bed. She doesn't want to. And I'm like, let me order you food. I don't know what to do. Like, I don't do any cooking. Sorry to say, but I just order food or she cooks. And, and so I got her pizza. She said that sounded good. And she said she was going back to bed. I got her some meds this morning. We Instacarted that over too. Just Instacart. Order food, whatever. Yeah. So I ordered these 2 pizzas on DoorDash, and I mean, you got to know there's gonna be like a delivery fee and a tip and a tax, and I get it, but we're talking about 2 pizzas. It was $62 for 2 pizzas, and no, I didn't get drinks and a salad and breadsticks or any of that. I just, I did get a double pepperoni with a little loaded cheese in the crust. You know how I do, but I didn't really like go overboard. And if I recall, those 2 same pizzas used to be like $25. So somehow they're like over 100% more. Plus, their service has been crap lately. Like the last 3 times I ordered. Now, we have a few people, and they all have the little DoorDash app, but for some reason when I order, the DoorDash company puts the driver on like 3 routes because they don't have enough employees. Same thing I was telling you earlier. I know JPOW says like, maybe I should go back and listen. Maybe I messed up. Maybe I didn't hear correct. Maybe he said something like, maybe he was saying there's a lot of openings for jobs. I thought I heard him say like, the people are working. We want people working. We need people to work. That's how the system works. That's the oil. That's the lube in the engine. Like we can't have unemployment. So, and we have to have like business with other countries. Okay, we need to have commerce. Okay, and we need to keep an eye on commodities, and this inflation thing is a big deal. So, I paid $62 for 2 pizzas, and it is what it is. But I mean, here's the thing. Okay, you guys are watching me and you're listening to me on this channel. So you like stocks and you like crypto. I'm just going to assume that. Okay. But you got to understand something, guys. There's a lot of people in this world. Okay. Over 7 billion of them. And there's a lot of people in the United States. Okay. Where I'm at. And there's a lot of people that are not in the stock market. In fact, I can't remember if it's 40% of them or 60% of them are not in the stock market. And it's one of the two. And those people are ordinary, hardworking people. They drive to work. They have gas. They have kids. They order food. It costs them more money. Their purchasing power is getting wiped out by this inflationary environment. So you got to have some sort of sympathy for like not just yourself or me that has to pay $62 for a pizza, but like a lot of people, they're working 2 jobs and they don't have, they're not in the stock market making money and have these kind of skills, And this inflation, we got to get that genie in the bottle. So yeah, we do need to tighten, and I think that most people are in agreement with me on that. Like we need to do it. It's just it's kind of like one of those things you just don't want to do. You're like, oh, man, I really don't feel like cleaning up the dog poop. So you got to do it because it's going to smell, and then the neighbors are going to be mad, and you're going to get flies, and it's just gross, basically. So you got to keep it clean and hose it down and whatever. But you might not want to. Well, that's kind of how it is with the inflation thing. It's a lot more fun to just print the money and party. It's not very fun, when you got to be like responsible and like curb inflation and tighten rates, and and he said something about like. What did he say? He said something about the best tool at our disposal is the federal fund rate, and that we don't feel that tightening, or he made me feel like he could like really crank up those rate hikes, not from a quarter point to a half point, but also more sequence of them, and not hurt the economy to put it into a recession. I don't know if anybody else felt that way, but I felt like that's what he was saying. Like, hey man, I can jack it up and screw your stocks and crypto. We're getting inflation under control. And did you hear what he said? He was like, yeah, I think inflation's a couple tenths higher. Like, yeah, it was already pretty bad. So, I think the pizza's here, guys. Hold on. Oh, he's not through the gate yet. He's got to get through the guard tower. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go because I'm going to have to get the pizza and get it all situated for my lady. But, yeah, I started working on the watch list. Probably be a little turbulent. But I'm seeing a couple things. You know how months ago, like in September, I was like, hey, I'm starting to see these things that it could top. I was really on point with that. Well, I'm actually starting to see some things where it could be turning up. Like now, and they happen to be the leaders, which is a very good sign. I should do a video on that and why that's such a big deal. So just so you know, today was the third day of a rally attempt, even though it was very shifty. Okay, that's important. Remember, or I don't know if this was in the courses or on YouTube, but there's usually 9 days in a rally attempt, and the follow through day usually comes on day. Oh God, I forget. I think it's day 4, 7, or 9, if I recall. And so tomorrow would be the fourth day of the rally, and if it were to be a follow-through day, maybe we are turning the corner, and just nobody knows it yet. And I just happen to see these things in the charts that are telling me, and they happen to all be on the leaders. Maybe I should look at more charts. Maybe I was just looking at the leaders. I'm not sure, but I think I gotta go because. Oh, okay, yeah, I gotta go. All right, welcome to the wheelhouse. We'll see you tomorrow.